chicka bam bam, chicka chicka bam, chicka chicka bam bam.
Because otherwise, if I'm talking, I usually, honestly, I project my voice more. But maybe that's fake. Maybe I'm fake. I don't know.
What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fucking fake, dude.
You're fucking fake?
Yeah.
It's like French people. They don't exist.
Yeah, dude, fucking French people, dude. They don't exist. Like, dude, French literally just dropped the single hottest mixtape, Baguette, then dipped.
Yep, that's it.
Yep, that's French people for you.
They dropped the best bread and then
Dipped.
ran.
Yep.
And now they don't exist.
Nope, French people don't exist.
I'm pretty sure Napoleon was actually fake. Napoleon never existed either.
Well, I mean, Napoleon Dynamite.
Well, I mean, Napoleon Dynamite
I don't
existed.
know. I don't know what other Napoleon there is. I think there's only Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You've never seen that movie, have you?
No, I have not.
It's a fantastic movie. It's pretty much a time capsule of exactly what life felt like in 2004, before the internet took off. Like, I was reading like a retrospective on it, and I was watching like a YouTube like behind the scenes. It was like a 40-minute video of like behind the scenes on the set, and it literally, people's comments were saying it's literally the reason why Napoleon Dynamite blew up, because it was on a super small budget. We're in a windstorm, by the way, but it was on a really small budget, and the reason it blew up so fucking big as it did is because it just perfectly captured what life felt like. And honestly, if we want to talk about nostalgia right off the top of the episode, it's kind of a bitch, because I'm like, shit, I lived that era. It was a very short time. I was a kid, because I was born in 99. It was a very short-lived era, but honestly, I long for it. I kind of wish the internet didn't pop off.
Did you grow up with dial-up?
Briefly, yes.
I grew up with dial-up for most of my life.
Really?
That was like the main thing. So like when people talk about like when people say, when you had said those words of like, oh yeah, 2004, I'm like, I would have only been 2 years old in 2004.
Right.
But
I
so
would have been 4.
I felt like even when I was 6, 7, 8 years old, I was still in that time frame, just because my house never developed. They never wanted to go forward in that sense. We only had dial-up internet. We only had slow internet. We only ever had the shittiest shit that we could get.
And like with how far in the boonies that we lived,
right? It was harder for us to excel faster.
Well, yeah, it wasn't even like, oh, we don't want faster shit, it's not available.
Yeah,
you know, I luckily lived closer to town, so I got DSL quicker. But you know, DSL. I mean, my dad still has DSL, whereas, you know, there's like Charter Spectrum and shit, which is like fucking 4 times the speed is everything. Question for you.
Yep.
When, and if we're talking about that era type stuff, when did you first, do you remember the year that you first got like a PS2?
Ooh.
I mean, it might be a little bit different for me because I was the youngest. But I didn't have a super older brother or anything. I didn't have siblings that liked gaming. I was the only one that liked gaming.
Yeah,
so it was always bought for me.
That's kind of the difference, is that it was never really, I had my own PS2. It was just, this is the family PS2.
Okay, I guess, do you remember when like it was bought? Do you think it was closer to launch, or do you think it was years after?
What year did the
PlayStation 2 came out in 2000?
2000?
Which is crazy, dude.
I know that we ended up buying one in 2002 and then another one in 2003. Obviously, I wouldn't have remembered being there, but I know we had gotten them. The first one, it was overheated because we just beat the shit out of it.
What about PS3?
PS3, I do remember us buying.
Do you remember what year? I'm assuming it was Christmas.
Yeah, it would have been Christmas. 2008. It would have been the year it released.
You guys were way more ahead than I was. Believe it or not. Since when I was like 4, my dad had a 64. 64 was always there when I was young.
I remember having a 64 growing up.
Yeah, and then Super Mario 64 broke because I left it in the console and didn't turn it off overnight. And I guess that's bad.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny. I've done that a lot with my Mario Party.
Honestly, I was so young, so I don't really know. I could have fucking shoved a fork in it, because I guess when I was super young. I guess when I was super young, I shoved a spoon in our NES when I don't even remember. This is a story my dad told me, that we used to have an NES when I was very little, and I shoved a spoon in it and I broke it.
Why did you shove a spoon?
I don't know. I was like 1 year old.
Jesus Christ.
But the 64, in retrospect, I remember my dad trying to fix it and he couldn't fix it. In retrospect, I wish it was still just sitting in my basement, because there's probably some rare games in there. And I probably could fix it these days, but my mom never liked the game, so she threw it away as soon as it broke.
Damn.
So,
wait, why didn't she like it?
She just didn't like the idea of kids rotting their brain away on games. She never liked any games.
Damn, so she was in the mindset of like these games are gonna make you go crazy.
Yeah, well, the you're not gonna go anywhere with it.
Yeah.
Granted, she never saw the internet pop off. Which
Right.
Is, honestly, wow,
That's insane.
I've never connected that until just now. That
is insane.
Yeah. Well, my mother passed away in 2007. If anybody doesn't know, I believe I mentioned it at probably 7 episodes ago. Was it on a detour?
It was on.
Oh, it definitely was a detour. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, boom. Now everyone gets to know that. Yeah. So it was 2007 when she passed, which is interesting because my entire personality is game related and I hoarder games. So I wonder if that still would have went that way. But anywho, my point was, I didn't get my first PS2 until 2007.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. 2007.
Or no, sorry. Christmas of 2006, because it was right before she passed.
Okay.
So it was Christmas of 2006 when we got a brand new PS2. Guess when we got a PS3?
I'm going to guess 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Christmas 2012, or Christmas 2011, so but pretty much 2012. And then, 2 months later, I met my best friend, Tony.
Damn.
Well,
then that would have been
best friend.
Yeah, that would have been when you first started playing
friend,
GTA online with him all the time, right?
GTA 4, yeah.
GTA 4.
I met him on GTA 4. Actually, I met another guy first.
Oh my god, I forgot GTA 4 had an online.
That was That was simple multiplayer.
Fuck.
That was before GTA 5 online.
Yeah, no, that
dude,
was.
I'm an OG, dude. I played Grand Theft Auto online when it first came out, and I watched it fucking downfall. I watched it corrupt Rockstar Games.
Did
fucking
the original GTA 4 online multiplayer? Could you just play the campaign with the other person?
No.
Oh, that would have been kind of
sick. That was see the multiplayer was not that advanced. It was literally like
just drive around with your friend.
Yeah, like 16 people pop in a session.
Mm-hmm.
You can drive around, do whatever the fuck you want. You can kill other people. You can just explore the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
Go to certain interiors that are open. You can steal any car.
Go to the bars, play the games there. I'm guessing.
I don't know if you could do that straight in the. I don't think you could do that straight in the open world, but you had to like go through a menu and you can do it.
Okay.
But there was also like simple games like Team Deathmatch or Cops and Robbers or shit like that.
Damn, so they were actually pretty advanced for the time that it came out.
Yeah, they had just like game modes, but think of it like early Call of Duty, to where there's no microtransactions, no other shit. It's just a simple system where this amount of players can hop in, and then there's game modes. Or with Grand Theft Auto, it's free mode too.
I was talking to a friend recently about that and how I remember playing the original Black Ops. Mm-hmm. And
I miss Black Ops.
Same, and being so enthralled by the challenges for online. Mm-hmm. By like, okay, I want to get this fucking
like
skin.
The daily challenges, or
daily
just
challenges,
like the camos and stuff.
The daily challenges, the camos, just the random skins. Like I wanted to collect them, and I wanted to be able to actually apply skill to it to end up collecting these, and that felt so much better than spending $15 for fucking credit in a game that I could just buy it now. I hate that. I fucking hate that. Like, I get it. I do understand it. Yes, you want to be able to broad out in your horizons and be able to bring in other companies to be like, hey, we can just give you the skin and it'll be awesome.
Fucking Kratos is in Fortnite.
Right.
Yeah.
I can understand it, but it takes away from the actual pulling that you get from that. Like,
no, I agree.
When you sit down for 2, 3, 4 hours, fucking fuck that. 8-hour days.
Just grinding.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's such a good feeling. The only place I get that now is fucking RuneScape.
See, and that's not even the same type of grind.
No, it's a completely different type of grind.
I guess some people get that from like Elden Ring and like those type of games. But okay,
all of those games do it well.
Hot take. That I feel like a lot of people probably agree with, but maybe not the younger generation. Probably people our age and older. So like say old COD specifically, how though you had those challenges, you had to fucking you had to finish all these challenges and get all these other camos for a certain gun before you can unlock gold. And in the case of Black Ops 2, you have to get gold for all the guns before you can get diamond, right? Is it just me? I mean, Black Ops 2 and kind of. I mean, I think Black Ops 1 had some buying camos, but it wasn't as much as Black Ops 2. But even Black Ops 2 didn't feel that much.
I'm sorry. The first gold skin that I ever got was for the Stoner.
Stoner 63?
Yep.
Black Ops 1?
Black Ops 1.
Yep.
The first gold skin I ever got.
I remember I got diamond camo in Black Ops 2. I was really into Black Ops 2. I was Master Prestige in Black Ops 2. And then I got falsely fucking reported and I lost it all.
I was really into the campaign, so I was really mad at Black Ops 3. story. I did not
Train
like
Go
it at all.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 3, I kind of fell out of caring about the campaign.
Same.
But honestly, in my opinion, Black Ops 3 was the last multiplayer that I heavily enjoyed. Believe it or not, I think
I played a lot of Black Ops 3
I think
multiplayer.
Black Ops 3 was the best futuristic Call of Duty in
Being
terms of
able to-
multiplayer.
Yeah, Redwood. That fucking map, Redwood. Amazing map.
Yeah, fantastic map. And it wasn't even just the maps though; it was the movement because
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like,
I think they were the first one that had like the slide and the jump.
I remember like this specific spot where you could run on the wall, and then you had these 3 trees in a row,
Yep.
and you could run on one tree, jump to the other tree, jump to the other tree, and then if you were really good at it, you could chuck grenades down at those trees if people were running past you and get those random grenades.
What was your go-to gun in Black Ops 3?
Oh fuck. Basically the equivalent of the Vector. I don't remember what it was called.
Yeah, they kind of got weird names. Mine was, I think it's the ASG or AS12. I forget.
Was that
It's
the
been years.
equivalent to AK?
No, it was a shotgun.
Oh.
And what it was is it was so fucking cool. They probably nerfed it to shit. I haven't played it in years.
Oh, and the Argus. I fucking love
It was the Argus. That's what it was. It's the Argus. It's the Argus because its hip fire is like a pump action like fucking.
Well, it's the crank.
Yeah, the hip fires like that is a wide buckshot.
Yep.
But if you aim in down
It's
the
a
sights,
straight shot.
it's a KSG essentially. It's a slug shot. And I thought that was so fucking cool, and I would always play hardcore, so I just sit there. Dude, I was so good at Black Ops 3. I got like 50, 60 kills every single game with that gun. I was always number 1. I was a god at Black Ops 3. It was so much fun.
Did you were never a Halo kid, were you?
I never had Halo. The only time as a kid that I remember playing Halo was at one of my friend's house. He had a 360, and that was before I really got a PS3 and stuff. So I played my MW3 Survival with him, LAN play. I played Black Ops Zombies with him, LAN play, and then I played Halo 3 with him.
Who the fuck does LAN play now?
You and me.
Yeah, but
I missed that. I hold on to that. I like that. And then he switched to a PS3, and then I started playing MW3 Face Off with him online all the time.
oh, Modern Warfare 3 was fucking amazing,
Dude, like the
survival.
2v2s.
I was thinking the survival 100%. The survival was
we played survival together, like LAN play, Xbox.
specifically. I
like
think it was
split
London.
screen. Yeah, the London one was good. I like Dome
Dome
for
was good.
survival.
Yeah.
We did play a lot of survival on when he got a PS3 too. But my grandest memory or my fondest memory from MW3 is playing the 2v2 face-offs, like with him and I against 2 random people. We would always we had a team of we were both quick scopers back then, and we would always do phenomenal. It was great.
I never got into quick scoping.
He was always better than me, and I was always trying to like catch up
to him.
Yeah, but there's a couple a certain point in time to where I got pretty decent. I learned that I was never gonna be as good as him, so I learned how to be like a really great support. So distract, he kills one, I kill the other. Shit like that. It was beautiful.
Same thing with my friend from England. For the now Modern Warfare, the 2v2s on that, it was so much fun to play.
The new Modern Warfare. Is there like standoff on that?
Yeah.
I haven't played. The last time I played Modern Warfare heavily
really
was quarantine.
Because one of the things that I loved about the 2v2s was that you all had the same weapon. And they would just give you one specific, well, not one specific weapon. You'd have one weapon.
Are you talking about originally?
No.
Or this new one?
Then the new one.
Okay.
I really like the new one.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say the old one wasn't.
You actually got to choose your own weapons.
I like that.
I think, well, now I think you actually have options.
Fucking bitch. I was the master of C4, dude. Dude, literally, I made so many kids cry because you know how you could throw. I think it's a little bit different these days. It doesn't feel
where you
as well.
can throw it and then detonate it in the air.
Well, you could throw it, and if you double tap square, it blows it up instead of going this. If you double tap square, it won't even like pull it out. It just detonates it. So I would always tack and search, run out, try to kill. They kill me. I respawn immediately, throw fucking C4, blow them up. I piss so many people off.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was so good with it. Like Modern Warfare and Black Ops 2, just fucking peachy.
No, that's how I feel about Halo.
Really? I never was good at Halo. By the way, this is episode 18 of the podcast.
Yeah, we really did not introduce ourselves at all.
Welcome back to In the Truck with AC. We're just gonna not skip a beat and just keep on going.
Halo, I remember being like, I started playing Halo when I was probably like 6, 7. And it was only because I'm like, oh my god, I want to hang out with my brothers. My friends are so cool.
Yeah, I never had that experience. I was always the lone kid playing.
But so I would walk in I'd go into their room. They'd be doing their own fucking hooligan shit.
Right.
And by the time that I was probably around 10, 11, my brother had played with me enough that I was actually beating his friends in Halo, and it felt so fucking good to watch these, to me, grown-ass men be like, what the fuck? Like,
what is he win? Because I win.
Because I win. I'm just good.
It's like, fuck you.
Oh, one of the best things, stickies. Fucking stickies. Those plasma grenades, someone running by, throw them.
Just stick them right to him. It's like, oh, got him.
Yep, it's so good.
No, fucking... I was kind of like that with my dad. Used to play games with me when I was really young, and he kind of got me into games. I think I've said it on the podcast before, but one of the earliest memories I have, and I guess my dad thinks of it fondly too, is I was like 2 or 3 years old. I was sitting like 2 feet away from the TV, just staring upwards, just awestruck at my dad play Super Mario 64 in its entirety. That's the last video game that my dad played all on his own from start to finish and beat it.
Damn.
And as soon as he saw him, as soon as I saw him beat Bowser, I was like, oh.
You were 3 years old and you just came your pants
come in my
moment.
pants, straight liquid.
I now know what sex feels like.
Yeah. Well, then eventually we got a PS2, right? In 2007, as I was saying, I got Sly Cooper.
Yep.
I fell in love with that. My dad was still playing games with me then. And then my dad got stuck on the first boss fight of Sly Cooper, and then
you did.
I
showed him
I
up?
tried for a little while, and I figured out the strategy to beat him. You got to use the slow move, which I think I did describe in on our playthrough of it.
Yep.
And then I ran upstairs and told my dad, and he's like, "Well, that's it. You beat me. I'm done." And he hasn't played a game since.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
That's so sad, though.
Yeah.
I would love to see your dad play more video games. I got
him to play the Plank.
Really?
I got him to do the Plank experience.
How did he?
VR.
How did he?
He's like, yo.
I remember showing my brother the VR headset, and
I showed my stepmom, and she was more scared of the birds than she was of the Plank.
Oh.
She's terrified of birds.
Oh, that makes
she
sense.
thinks they're government robots, which I mean I agree, but you don't gotta be scared of them.
Right?
They're already in your house. Yeah.
No, I remember showing my brother Beat Saber, and he's done. He's had a lot of mind-altering experiences.
Sure.
And when he put on this headset, he had said the words, "This is the best fucking trip I've ever been on. This is amazing. This is so phenomenal. Like, this
Beat
is
Saber?
genuinely mind-blowing."
Is it bad that at least with the Quest, I when I put it on and I play Beat Saber and like I'm past the sickness or whatever, I'm still just sitting there. I'm like.
Something's off about this.
It doesn't look good.
Yep.
Like I think it's just a Quest, and like that's just the reality of the Quest because it's like the cheapest VR, but like it's not very high resolution. Do you notice that too?
Yeah.
It seems very blurry, even if you get it in focus.
I know there is a way that you basically put it at 100%, but then you literally can only play for 30 minutes.
That and it kills your frame rate in certain games. Yeah, I really want an expensive ass like $1,000 Rift.
I would
some that's actually like 4K and looks really. I've never even like experienced that.
I recently started getting it. It's called V Speedway, I want to say.
Sure.
It's just another App Lab thing, but you race cars in it. And I was thinking about it, I was like, I would love to be able to actually feel me shifting the gears and such. And then I had the realization, they already make that. They have those.
It's called
seats.
a car.
Yeah, it's called a car. It's called a thing. You just drive that around. And you can just do
you
that.
can actually like drive it.
Yeah.
No. Well, I really want a racing sim though, like an actual rig.
Well, that's what I was originally thinking.
Yeah, I know.
I would love to have an actual racing simulator,
yeah.
but
I think like the cheapest one on Amazon is like $2,000.
Oh,
it's not bad.
It's not. Yeah,
I need a rig though. My computer is old. It looks dope, but she's getting old, man.
Well, I think for the entire setup, if you want to have it to be a good setup, you're probably spending like $4,000 on it. Because like $2,000 on a nice PC and then $2,000 for the rig.
$5,000 on a nice PC.
Damn.
I'm planning on spending $5,000 or $6,000 on a new PC.
Fuck.
Like I want a good fucking computer that's gonna last me for 10 years.
Fair enough.
This computer this is Franken PC. She's done me well. She's never once failed on me, but she's old. I think her motherboard is from like 2011.
Jesus Christ.
I have two 980 Ti's in there, SLI'd, which I mean, say what you will about SLI. Yes, I know. It looks cool, but it doesn't really do much. But
the fuck does SLI even mean?
It means that they're going together. They're using each other's power. And it helps in some games, but SLI, I realized, kind of died a long time ago, so there's not really a lot of support for it. So if there's no support for it, then it's useless. Yeah, because if games don't know how to recognize it. But yeah, I got like random RAM in there. It's only DDR3. They're old.
Yeah, you talked about where you got the RAM stick for, right?
I did talk about that in a previous podcast, but I actually have brand new RAM in there.
Oh, dude.
I got 32 gigs.
Oh, shit. Yeah, wasn't the last one like, it was only 12, right?
It was 16.
It was 16? Okay.
Yeah. I had 16 for the longest time, but with all my video editing, I needed to get more. So I bumped up to 32 gigs, and now, at least on the couch videos, they used to take 3 hours to render. Now they only take about 20 to 30 minutes.
That's nice.
Yeah, even the off the couch videos, like the off the couch videos take me like 12 hours to edit, but they only take like 12 minutes to render.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, how about the podcast?
The podcasts take the longest because the audio visualizers.
Yeah.
The actual like video itself doesn't take that long. It takes like another like 15 minutes maybe.
I'm still so proud of myself for the animation thing that I had told you about so many years ago now. With the countdown.
Oh, the countdown.
But then you ended up using that same logic to the visuals. For the actual lighting. For the like, you know, the light that goes around the letters and such. Didn't you apply that same same thing to like, oh, you can just put an animation on it instead of having it be, it's just boom, 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 boom. It's just looping now.
Kinda. Well, what I was doing with the countdown at the end of like the on the couch videos is I was just doing second by second, putting the numbers in. But you gave me the idea, isn't there a way to automate it? And my brain was like, yeah, there is. Just fucking render out a video of the countdown on a black background.
Yeah.
Which is what I do now. But it's similar for the podcast. But so instead of having the background, like the letters of like the title and everything, because they kind of light up and they trace, instead of having that render over and over and over again for an hour, which takes fucking literal days on my computer, I render 30 seconds and then I throw the 30 seconds rendered into a 10-minute chunk that takes like 7 minutes to render. And then I take that 10-minute chunk and then put that like 6 times. So that way it's only rendering shit that's already rendered. So it's not.
It basically
it's less work for
pasting what is rendering.
What takes the longest is the audio visualizer. I render those on their own. Like it's just the audio visualizer. I render those onto black so I can remove the background and put that over it. But those still take about 16 hours to render because audio visualizers just take forever. But
I guess that makes sense.
If I started at like 5 p.m., it's done by morning, I just kind of have to sacrifice my computer for the night, which, if I'm relatively on schedule, which I have been, it's not that big of a deal. But,
back to video games.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say earlier with my hot take was, the grind and the feeling of like getting those camos back then felt way better. Like honestly, fighting for gold in Black Ops 1 or Diamond in Black Ops 2 felt way more meaningful, and you felt way more like a fucking badass getting them.
Yep.
Whereas today it's like, all right, well, you could get gold, but gold's kind of like whatever. Or you could pay $70 and have a chance at getting this super ultra plasma dark matter shit.
Right.
Like it's just like,
it doesn't feel like right.
Or like pay a monthly fee and you'll maybe get this cool camo.
Right.
I'm just like,
it just doesn't feel as good. And now it feels like I'm fucking gambling. I don't want to be gambling in this situation.
I mean, a little bit less these days because the whole fucking gambling thing that happened a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So it's not as hard as it was, because I don't think loot crates themselves actually exist anymore.
No.
It's just season passes or battle passes and shit now. So it's like, I think how Call of Duty works now is you pay for the battle pass. I think it's seasonal.
I think the only place I actually use loot crates still is CS, Counter-Strike.
I'd believe that. Well, okay, I think okay. So I think you buy the battle pass and it's seasonal, or like per like Call of Duty season. So you get it, you pay for it, you get it all. But then if you want to unlock everything in that battle pass, you have to level up. So you have to keep playing the game. So each level you get something new from the battle pass you paid for. So if you don't play, if you don't play enough, you wasted your money. Which I guess that's a good reward
trade off, but it's still you're still spending money.
You shouldn't have to pay for it because unless the game was free to play, in my opinion,
right?
Because like you're already paying what now $70 for Call of Duty these days.
Well, yeah, you're paying $70 for playing Call of Duty, and then you're spending $10 every month.
Right.
For the season pass.
Yeah. Well, it's not. I don't think it's every month. I think it's like $25 or $30 for a season, and a Call of Duty season usually lasts about 3 months, 3-4 months. I think.
But still,
that is
$25 every.
Well, that's on top of the price of the game.
Yep.
And that's on top of
you're going to be spending $100 on that game every year.
Well, that's on top of also if you're playing on console, you got to pay fucking whatever you're paying for online services. PlayStation Plus, I mean, they actually just upped their prices, or they're about to, because PlayStation Plus is actually getting like some emulation,
that's kind of cool.
It's kind of like a Game Pass for their older games, which finally we're starting to get.
That is really cool.
But so they upped their price, but I think that's like still like $70 or $80 for a year, or like $100 for a year, something like that, which isn't bad. But that's on top of everything. So if you want a battle pass for just that game, it's like, it's a lot of money. A lot of people do that. My roommate does that. You know? Well, actually, he doesn't have to pay, though, because he plays on PC.
Oh.
PC players don't have to pay for online services. Never have, never will.
That's nice, though. That's good. That should stay the same.
I can understand it for consoles because that's kind of how they make a lot of their money.
That is where they're going to be getting most of
That's the only
revenue.
place that they can charge you and not have it be taken out apart from the price of the console. Like, yeah, if you buy games off of like their store, they get a cut, but also so do the maker of the game.
What I find that very interesting is like nowadays game companies, they're making so much money from multiple different places. It's not just you're gonna buy this game and that money's gonna be going to the creators, and half it's gonna be going, or however much it's gonna be going to the people that are making the console, and then whatever merchandise that game people have developed, that is also going to be going to the people that are making the merchandise, that made the game originally.
Right.
But now you're going to be paying for the monthly subscription, you're going to be paying for random skins, you're going to be paying for all this different shit.
Okay, well, look at fucking Rockstar, GTA 5. Yeah. That's a prime example. They've sold that same game 4 or 5 times now.
Yep.
It's almost a 10-year-old game. And did you hear that they just released GTA Plus?
What the fuck is GTA Plus?
Something that you shouldn't fucking buy. It's a monthly subscription to get. I think you get certain little rewards. You get like $500,000 every month, which is like $5 in like GTA money. Like it's nothing.
How much?
I think it's like $8 a month.
What else do you get with it?
A couple other bonus stuff. Literally,
like cars, weapons.
Yeah, literally like skin. Like literally nothing is worth it. And on top of that, you still got to pay for shark cards to get most shit. The economy of the game is so fucking horrible because everything is millions of fucking dollars. I apparently can't even transfer my PS4 character onto the PS5 version because I did a fucking money glitch years and years ago.
Damn. Wait, so like now because you did that money glitch, now you just cannot push that player over?
Yeah, so I guess they won't even let people
that have the money glitch because now it'd be fucking with the economy even more.
The economy's already been fucked.
Yeah.
No, it's not even they care about the economy. They don't want you to have that money because they want to charge you for money. Like it's dumb. It's fucking stupid. Like I think if I transferred my character, I'd be forced to reset him and delete him.
That'd be so fucking sad.
But I'm like, man, I don't play enough, so
yeah, you spend so much time with that one character at this point. If you want to go back and play
that character was born day 1 of GTA Online, October 1st, 2014.
He's not getting deleted. He's gonna survive forever.
2013, sorry.
Until the servers go down.
Yeah, I mean, shit. The PS3 servers already went down.
Yeah, that's really
the
sad.
original generation of Grand Theft Auto 5. The online servers were shut down. Do you not see an issue with that? Considering they don't have any game out. Red Dead was released, and granted, the story of Red Dead is fantastic, but if you really want to go down a whole dark rabbit hole, Red Dead has been abandoned. Fucking if you want to know more, whether you, Corey, or just you listeners, because it's a rant that I don't really know all the information on top of my head. Look up a YouTuber by the name of Dark Space.
Dark Space.
He talks about all things Rockstar, what's wrong with them, and he has incredible animation, and like his videos, the actual like quality and the flow of the videos are absolutely fucking beautiful. It's literally eye candy to watch those videos, but you also learn about everything that's shitty about Rockstar games. So go check out Dark Space.
Can I change up topics real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Have you seen anything on Smiling Friends?
On what?
Smiling Friends.
No, I don't even know what that is.
Smiling Friends. You know Newgrounds.
Yeah.
So Newgrounds, if you don't know what Newgrounds is basically the place for a lot of animators to be going to when they wanted to be able to show off what they were working on. That was just where you to go.
It's kind of like the YouTube hub for animators before YouTube.
Yeah.
It's actually where Egoraptor, Aaron Hansen of Game Grumps was.
That's where he originated.
That's
where
he was like found.
That was where Meat Canyon started. That was where.
Meat Canyon started there too.
Yep.
Well, Egoraptor was the #1 animator on that site. That's how he got his recognition.
Mm-hmm. But so a lot of those Newgrounds people, they decided that they wanted to come together and partner up with Adult Swim, and they made their own show.
Really?
And it is an amazing show. It is completely different from everything else you will find, and the main reason is because it's focusing on the comedy of absurdity. The comedy of absurdity is so amazing, and it should be focused on more nowadays.
Like, what do you mean?
I cannot describe it. You have to just watch it.
Because there's so many like animation stuff that like have weird humor, so I don't really know.
Well, because there's it
like, how does it differ?
So there's one specific episode where the entire idea is it's Halloween, and I cannot remember the character's name, so I'm just gonna say the short guy and the tall guy. So the short guy ends up getting told by his boss, "Hey, can you just go out into the woods and collect some sticks so we can start a fire?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can go do that." And then a really dark demonic voice, the boss is like, "But don't go across the bridge." Why shouldn't I go across the bridge? You'll get lost. Oh. Okay, thanks. And so he ends up going across the bridge.
Of course.
And the spacing in between comedy and tension is so fucking seamless. You cannot even notice it, but you're still laughing at the jokes, but still fearing the same tension that the character has. They do it in such an organic way. It just feels so right. And there's also there's a point where he just sings a little song like picking up sticks on the little trail, like some random shit like that.
Sure.
And you don't think of it as like, oh, this is supposed to be a comedic moment. This is just this character being this character. That's good to have those moments where you're just watching this character live. You need that. This is how you know this character is somewhat alive. And the directors and the creators of it, they do the voices for those two characters. They also have a podcast that I literally just subscribed to, and I cannot remember their name, and I am so fucking sorry, but they are hilarious guys.
Okay. You'll have to...
Crandor and Cox. Crandor and Cox. Cox and Crandor. Cox and Crandor.
Cox and Crandor. That's the podcast?
Cox and Crandor is the crew. They do have a podcast, and they also have their own separate shit.
What's the show called? Smiley Friends?
Smiling Friends.
Smiling Friends. I'll have to look into that. Is it streaming on anything?
HBO Max.
I don't have it.
Fuck. It might be on Hulu.
I can look. I could always look that up.
But amazing show, highly recommend.
I'm sure I can find clips of it on like YouTube or something too.
I watched the entirety of it with my roommate. It's because I thought it was funny. We watched the first 2 episodes one day, and we're like, we should save this. We don't want to just binge watch it all in one night.
And you binge watched it the next night?
About a week later, we sat down, binge watched the rest of it.
Fair enough. I just
Then the episodes are only like 11 minutes long.
I just binged season 5 of Better Call Saul.
Ooh, is it good?
It's so good. It's so good.
I still haven't. I need to get back into Better
I want
Call
more
Saul.
of it. Actually, I can have more of it. It's actually
What?
It's
Don't tell me it's getting canceled.
I mean, it technically yes, but also not. It's season 6 is airing like live right now.
Okay.
But this is the last season, not because it's canceled, because
it's just
the end of the story. Yeah, and it's.
Oh, is it going to be tying into where Breaking Bad kind of starts?
I think so, because Vince has confirmed that Walt and Jesse are making an appearance. So we're gonna see, because I'm really curious how it's gonna.
Oh my god! I wonder if they're gonna have the whole the first scene of where Walter ends up talking to Saul. If they have to redo that scene.
I was thinking about that because I got curious one night as I was watching it, and I went back to Breaking Bad and I was looking at that scene. And Saul, I know he was supposed to be a one-off little character, but he is such a different character in that first episode of Breaking Bad than he is in Better Call Saul. Like, he's a sexist little jackass with no care for anything. There's no even mention of any other characters that are in Better Call Saul. Yeah. One thing that was interesting is he, in that first scene with Walter, is he actually does say that his real name is McGill, which in Better Call Saul his real name is Jimmy McGill.
Yep.
That and you've seen all Breaking Bad, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I can spoil Breaking Bad. It's been out for a long time. I won't spoil Better Call Saul, but
yeah, if you haven't seen Breaking Bad, go watch that. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, now, what are you doing with yourself?
It's one of the greatest TV shows of all time, and Better Call Saul, honestly, is right up there. It's the same creator. It's a fantastic show. I honestly kind of like Better Call Saul more.
And I'm guessing you there's a lot more Gus in it, right?
Oh yeah, because it's a full prequel on Gus. Yep. So, like, I think Gus...
Ooh, do we get to see more of, like, the mob side of it?
Oh, yeah. That's half of the show.
Oh, my God. I need to watch Better Call Saul.
Do you ever play Far Cry 3?
Yes.
You know the main villain, Voss?
Yeah. He is one of my favorite fucking villains
He's the main character in Better Call Saul.
What?
Yeah, his name's Nacho. He's one of, He's like the Salamanca's, like, right-hand guy.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been watching ever since I fucking learned that he's in that. Mike is in it. You get to learn Mike's relationship to Gus and everything. It's really fucking good.
So I want to see, like, if they decide to keep it going for just like the Breaking Bad series, I would love to see a series on Mike. I would love to see him in New York working the jobs that he
Maybe
did.
We'll see.
Well, Brooklyn, sorry.
I don't know, because he's getting up there in age. I know. I did hear about possible spin-off series on Gus even more, like a young Gus.
Ooh, that'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah. So they do definitely give in a lot more. Like it's not really that much big of a spoiler. They explain how Hector ends up in the wheelchair, because in the beginning of the series he's not in a wheelchair. Mm-hmm. He's actually like walking and talking.
Damn.
Yeah, it's really cool.
What were you gonna say about the Breaking Bad scene?
Okay, so there was a scene when Walt and Jesse kidnap Saul and bring him out to the desert. Remember that? Is it still in the very first episode with Saul?
Yeah. And then
he's sitting there screaming before, like, he figures out, oh, it's them two. He's sitting there. He's like, oh, shit. He's like, Lalo, no, are you with Lalo? What do you want? He's like, Ignacio or whatever. Those two one-off little character names,
they've come up,
are people in Better Call Saul. Ignacio, that's Nacho. That's Michael Mondo. That's the dude that plays Voss. And then Lalo is actually Lalo Salamanca.
Oh my fucking God.
So I won't say any more than that, but season 6 is preparing to be a doozy with the season 5 finale. So
because I think I did finish the first season of Better Call Saul, where I don't know if I actually did.
Tuco shows up in that. I know.
Yeah, no, I did see Tuco, and I remember him. I remember the last thing that I remember is Saul going to the other law firm and asking for a mahogany desk.
Yeah, I honestly want to rewatch like the first 3 seasons.
And for a different painting.
It's really interesting because you see in Better Call Saul, you watch him be a struggling lawyer, Jimmy McGill, get down on his luck, and then he learns that this kind of scam using the criminal market kind of helps him more. And then you straight up on screen watch this dude
learn how to manipulate the system in some sense.
No, yes, but you learn him turn into a crime lawyer. You see him turn from this guy to Saul Goodman. You watch him slowly turn into this person.
God damn.
And like, you can't blame him in some aspects because it's like, shit.
How else are you going to survive?
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Well, I can't really explain everything without spoiling a shit ton, but saying this happened and this happened and this happened, you can't really blame him, but it's just like shit.
That coffee, I gotta poop so
You gotta
bad
poop?
right now.
You want to go poop? You want to do an ad break?
Yeah, we can do an ad break. You got the ad?
Yeah, ads, bye.
Do you hate it when you using that too soft cloud-like toilet paper that just you put it up to your butt and all it does is smear the shit on your ass? Isn't that terrible? Don't you just hate that? Well, guess what? There's a new product on the market right now called sandpaper. Now, what this revolutionary product does is it has little bits of sand in it that when you scrape your asshole or when you scrape your buttocks so that you can get the what are those called? Dingleberries out of your hairs, it will actually grab the hairs with the bits of sand and just rip the hairs right out. And if you do that, it will save you from getting diseases, from getting infections, from having to smell like poop, from having poop stuck in your hair, from having... You will be able to do insurance fraud, get bitches, get money, commit better insurance fraud, and probably get a free coffee. But that's about it. But if you use sandpaper now and go to qualitysandass.com/onthecouch, you will get not just 15% off, 25% off. And with this order in the next 24 hours, if you order right now in the next 24 hours, you will get a free whole pack of Sandpaper's toilet paper.
Welcome back from those ads. They were pretty addy, weren't they?
Mm-hmm. They're pretty addy.
Yeah, pretty fucking...
You could say they were adamant.
Adamant to get us to buy stuff that may or may not exist. Probably not. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Tell me about it.
Tell me about how good I'm doing.
Yeah. Or tell me about it. I don't know. Fucking...
I'm finally moved into the apartment.
Hey!
I'm living by myself. Well, not by myself. I'm living with my roommate. It's
Hey.
really interesting. And I just want to say, odds one out, your video about early 20s and what it's like, I love you. I really do. But you must have had it easy kind of growing up. Because it's really fucking easy living by yourself. You just have to make sure that you're doing the dishes and that you're doing the laundry. And you are good.
What context?
One of the
What are you
things...
talking about?
So, Odd One's Out, he made a video. He's an animator. And
I know who he is.
so he made a video about the early 20s. And one of
Right.
the two consistencies...
What is he, like in his 30s now, right?
Yeah.
Something like that?
I think he's
Early
20...
Late 20s?
I think he's 26 now, 27.
Okay, sure.
But so, when the video came out, he was 25.
Sure.
But one of the two main things that he had talked about of the struggle is, well, I guess three things, was the fact that dishes are always going to be there.
That's true.
Yep. Laundry is always going to be there. That is also true.
Don't look around.
The random body aches that you're going to be getting growing up. Those are also true.
Yep. Back hurts right now. Tried to play football yesterday.
But the thing is,
I don't play football.
with all three of those things, as long as you're maintaining them, you will be fine. You just have to know how to maintain them. If you know how to maintain them, you're good.
What, was he just massively complaining about it?
I wouldn't say massively complaining.
Or was he talking about more of mental health?
He was talking about the struggle of the struggles that he had moving into his own place. One of the things that he said a lot of was that, yeah, you can eat fucking pizza bagels for dinner every single night, but then your body's gonna fucking hate you for sending down only bagel bites. What the fuck, dude? We need I don't know, grapes?
And iron?
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm dying over here.
Well, and did he also live completely alone?
Yeah.
See, I've never done that, and I feel like that's completely different.
Yeah.
I've always had some sort of roommate, and
I will say the motivation of having a roommate, especially I'm in a good position with my roommate just because.
Well, and you have a decent roommate.
Yeah,
seems
he's
like
a healthy person. It motivates me to want to be healthy. I see him work out, and it makes me want to work out. Seeing him taking care of himself, it makes me want to take care of myself.
Right.
It's really motivating.
But there are some roommates that eat bagel bites every night, and then you got to be the one to step up, and it's hard to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Or say if you're living alone, I don't have fully experience on it, but then you just sit in your head, and then it's all conjuring from you, the bad stuff and the good stuff, and it's hard. It's a hard balance.
There's another
because
part
isolation can suck.
There's another part of that video that I think would hit better with you because one of the things that he talks about is being your own boss.
Right.
being your own boss is one of the worst fucking things, and work-life balance is a very hard thing to really master.
100%.
One of the things that he was talking about was, yeah, it's awesome when you have a job where you have an actual boss to yell at you, or else when you go out to dinner with your friends, you're going to have the boss sitting in your head going, you could be working on a video right now. You could be doing something. What are you doing? Why aren't you working on something?
Because if you have a normal job, you leave you
leave the mindset at the place.
Yeah, you leave the facility, and you're all right. I don't got to worry about it till I'm there. But if if you're doing this YouTube or whatever, if you're your own boss,
you can always be on the grind.
It's very hard to turn it off, even if you're trying to just relax. Dude, I've said this before, and it's not even just in the past couple months when I've been fully trying to do this. It's been for the past like 2 years probably. I'll sit and try to just relax and play an hour of like a game or something just to turn my brain off. And I can't even get myself into the world of the game because my brain is sitting there, well, you could be doing something way more productive. And yeah, I could be, but like, fuck.
I want to play Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, I want to fucking... I'm so close to beating it. I'm so close to beating it. Like, I'm on the last mission, but I haven't started it yet because I'm running around collecting the final things to level up Jin. Like fully, and my
roommate's getting pretty close to finishing Elden Ring, and I've been having a time of a lifetime watching him play Elden Ring.
Well, he's been playing Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
I almost feel like we should have him play Elden Ring on the channel, and then we just talk over it. Yeah, I'm gonna play that.
Yeah.
I want to rage at that.
I mean, if he wants to be on it, sure. Fuck yeah.
But I enjoy the fact that I'm watching him play it because it gives me a bit more of an understanding on what the fuck I'm supposed to be actually doing.
Yeah, I haven't played any of it. I haven't even touched it, so I couldn't tell you.
One things that I've learned a lot of things about just like I can't remember the actual company. Do you remember the company? From Software. Just From Software in general. They have an amazing way of balancing characters. And as long as you know how to use your character, you should be fine. It's collecting the armors, it's collecting the weapons, getting things that you personally like, and making use of those things.
I think what is so confusing for us is we were playing Demon Souls, and that's their first one. So it's a lot. It's a lot harder. It's a lot harder than the rest. Because like I hear that Sekiro is kind of like a weird outlier of their games because it's not really like Dark Souls. It's hard, but it feels different. I feel like I would really fuck with Sekiro because I feel like it's more like Japanese-esque and like more swordsman stuff instead of medieval. It's more like Ghost of Tsushima feeling.
Oh, I saw a pair of Adidas today at the Dig and Dive, and they were 9s, and they had like Japanese print on it, and I was like, oh, if they were 11s, I would fucking snag them so hard.
Damn,
they looked so good.
Should show them to me.
Are you 9s?
No. I'm bigger than you, but like I can appreciate shit.
Yeah.
Half the time I'm there, I'm just like, this is cool. Look at this. This is cool. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, I found it in the shoe bin.
Oh, yeah, I didn't look. Oh yeah, I should look in the shoe bin. I never look at the clothes. That's what my girlfriend is for. That sounds bad. But
that's what my girlfriend's for.
She chooses to look at the clothes and like, hey, if you see anything that like you think might look good on me, let me know because I don't like searching through the clothes. I love digging through the actual junk. She doesn't like doing that because I like finding
the junk.
I love the junk. I didn't find shit today. I love seeing game stuff though. I just love that shit.
There are so many fucking actually really cool toys. Like, I bought like 4 Nerf guns today. Oh my god, I'm so happy.
Jeez. What are you going to do with all those Nerf guns? Are you just going to throw them on the floor in your room again? Or are you going to like try to hang them on a wall or something?
I honestly do not know. I would like...
Okay, I haven't seen your room, but I'm going to recommend you. I'm going to give you a recommendation from someone who has moved a couple times. This first house that you've like, it's fully all yours. It's clean. I hope it's still relatively clean apart from maybe laundry.
It's really clean. I am fucking on top of it.
And you
have
your essentials in there, but I'm sure as weeks go on, months go on, you're gonna slowly start bleeding in other things from your house. Try to just not accumulate just a pile of shit again that you do not need or that does not have a place.
Yeah,
like your old place, because I mean, the quality of the living space is the quality of your mental state too. So if you have a cluttered room, it's hard. Your mind is more cluttered. At least that's how I am.
I'm really excited to have you come over to my house and see my room.
Sure.
Because same thing I was talking about before. Having a roommate that is clean, it motivates you to want to clean. I vacuum every fucking day. It is awesome.
That's a bit much for me, but
Well, the main problem is like I like walking around bare feet in my house,
Mm.
and I hate the feeling of having sand on my feet. And
Do you have carpet?
well, it's just no. We have hardwood.
The entire house?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I was gonna say carpet. You barely notice that shit unless it's really dirty.
But it becomes a problem very frequently because we work in a very dusty factory. So every single time we come to the house, we are just covered in dust.
Do you guys not have a no shoe policy?
It's kind of halfway there. Basically, I'll walk through to get to my room with my shoes, and then I'll take off my shoes and put them in my closet. And then after that, I walk around barefoot.
Y'all should just all take off your shoes in the mudroom.
The mudroom's too cluttered right now. There's too much.
How is it cluttered?
You have to see it. It's just it's a lot of random shoes and random clothing that isn't ours. So.
Oh, from previous tenants?
No, from other roommate.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Because I feel like if you guys, does Jesse walk through the house?
Yeah.
He does,
with
the shoes?
Same deal as me. He'll walk through, and then he has, because he wears boots to work, he has a boot warmer that's right next to the dining table just because it's convenient there. And so he'll take off his boots at the dining table and set them onto the boot warmer.
That's fair. That's still pretty much right in the kitchen or right when you first walk in. I feel like as long as you keep your like shoes for the most part to like that opening area.
I hope you guys love this exhilarating podcast about shoes at the
I don't know, man. I feel like, I just, whatever. Change topics then. All right.
Well, no. I wasn't giving a shit.
It's all right.
No, I want to keep talking about this. Now I'm into it. Now I'm into this fucking conversation.
I was just saying that fucking if you keep your shit like, you keep the shoes on like off like pretty quickly in the house, like you'll have to vacuum a lot less.
Yeah. But I mean, either way.
I mean, I walk through the house with shoes. Not all the time. I try to take them off as soon as I enter the house, but I will walk through it. But we also have carpet, so if you walk around, I don't walk around barefoot though. I need socks on. My feet get cold.
But
but I never notice anything.
Now that I am vacuuming every day, I realize how fast it is to just quickly vacuum.
If you don't
take 1 minute, 2 minutes, just
if you're up on it every day,
it doesn't take a lot of effort. You just grab the fucking
vacuum.
That's
how most cleaning is. If you do a little
bit at a time every single day, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, you pretty much. Whereas if you fall behind for a week, then you got to take an hour and a half to clean it all.
And you have to take a day and do a whole decluttering, and it sucks.
Mm-hmm. And that's why a lot of people don't do it because it sucks. My room is cluttered, but
your room's getting there.
See, my room is just cramped.
Yeah,
there's just a lot of shit. It's hard to breathe in here sometimes. Like it's literally the only reason it's cluttered is because there's laundry on the floor. Yeah. Just pick that up, it's clean. Mm-hmm. But apart from that, it's just I don't know. It's cramped. It's just not a very big room, unfortunately. I want to move my bed up against the window. But anyways, that doesn't matter. This is a podcast. You guys don't know. We're in a truck. Shut up. My room is a truck, obviously.
My room is a moving truck.
Yeah. Apparently Corey spilt gas in.
Yeah. I had to rip out all of the fucking
foam. The foam that we just showed you guys last week.
Yep. It's going to be different now. And we're at the Dig and Dive today, and I just got new foam for it. They had a whole fucking bag of foam.
Though, so
I genuinely don't know how much I'm gonna be able to cover with it. If I can cover all of it, sweet. If I can't, oh well.
Right.
I'll throw it away, burn it, whatever. I don't know.
Damn.
It's a little disappointing.
Yeah. Did you already rip it out?
Yeah. It reeked of gas.
Yeah. Did you have to pull the insulation too?
I tried to keep as much of the insulation as possible. The main problem with it was because we had the duct tape so well done. We did a great fucking job of making sure that shit was secure. And when I was pulling it out, it was pissing me off at how good it was in there.
So you were pulling off the insulation?
Well, I was pulling off the duct tape so that I could pull out the foam and then tuck the insulation back in.
Oh.
So all the insulation's still in there. It's just a little bit messier.
All the foam is in there. Well, now you know to either ratchet strap or like bungee cord your gas can, or honestly, it probably would have been smarter just to put it in your cab and your passenger seat, just like at where like your feet would go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would have tipped over in there because it's a tight space.
If I just had it in the fucking corner, I would have been fine.
Yeah.
I just didn't think. It's okay. Shit happens.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, now that you know, and hopefully you'll never do it again.
Right. And even if it does happen again, it's just some fucking gasoline in the back of the truck.
It's sad to say, but there probably won't ever be foam in there again, honestly, if you think about it.
Why?
Why would we need it?
Dude, fuck that.
Fair enough. I mean, if
Like
you,
I'm like no, I'm a little offended by that statement. We recorded in the back of that truck. We have to have another day where we record in the back of that
That's
truck.
true,
That
that's
is
true.
going to happen.
That's true. Whether it's, you know, we keep recording this podcast in there. I don't know, we've been recording in the cab, so it's a bit more comfy in the cab. But yeah, I guess we
There's gonna be a day that we take that truck out for camping, and then we just record a podcast in the back while we're camping. It'll be sick. Use the lavaliers to talk over the fire.
Ooh.
Oh, that'd be sick.
I want a laptop, so that way we don't have to use the lavaliers.
Yeah.
Because they're fine. They just kind of suck to sync. Whereas
Yeah.
this is, I don't have to think about it, which I really enjoy.
How did the you timing it out work?
I think it worked a bit better.
Okay.
It was easier to go through a little bit because they weren't wildly like one was like 10 minutes, another one was 15 minutes or some shit like
Right.
that. They were
They
only
were
like
on the
seconds
spot
off.
more.
So it was a lot easier to hook up. I did find a method to kind of sync them up better, but they still do drift a little bit sometimes, and that's shit you just got to deal with. But they sounded pretty decent for the most part. I
That's
guess
good.
we'll see. I haven't edited the off the couch videos with the new lights, which I think we said it before. Maybe we haven't, but we have brand new lights now. So the next off the couch video that
It's
you
gonna
guys will
look
probably
beautiful.
see by the time this episode is out is we have background lights for our set now. We got little colors behind us, and hopefully it looks better. I haven't edited it yet, but it seemed cool on set. So
Have you
we'll see.
off topic again? Have you seen the video of Danny being a side character in Star Trek?
No, is he?
Yeah, he is straight up a little lizard guy when he was like 9 years old.
Is Danny Evan?
Danny Avidan
Really?
was in an episode of Star Trek. So was his mom.
Really?
Yeah. Basically, it was a fan
What?
thing so that they could go to. They ended up going into it, and there was a kid that was supposed to be the lizard, and he ended up going onto the stage, we'll call it. And as
Set.
soon as the cameras came on, he started crying, and they were like, okay, well, we need another kid. You? Cool, yeah, I'll do it. Fucking-
Shit.
yeah, I'll
'Cause his
definitely
mom
do
was
that.
already on, I'm
Yep.
guessing. So he was just there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And so then he got to take that place, and now there's a whole game Power Hour episode on it. I highly recommend it.
The one that just came out.
No, it was one of the older ones.
Really?
Yeah, I missed it too. My roommate had called me out, and I was like, "Oh, you're a fake fan." I'm like, "What? How the fuck have I not watched this?"
How was the Power Hour? Was it just like them talking about it, or was they
It was
playing
during-
something off of it?
It was during the Beach Boys tour.
Beach Boys tour?
You know what I'm talking about? COVID.
Oh, the Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
It was during all that.
Huh. So it was like right before Power Hour ended then? Oh.
It was getting to the end of it.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't catch a lot of those ones, probably because they weren't as good, which is probably why they stopped.
But the reason why I'd even brought that up was I had watched that with it wasn't my roommate. It was my friend from Spelunk. We were watching that video, and Danny's mic had so many fuzzies and fucking hair on on the foam of the mic, and it
Really?
made me so mad. And
Because it was like his personal mic, right?
yeah, and I was just like, oh my god, fucking clean your goddamn mic.
Right.
And then my buddy had said like, oh, do you clean your mics? Look at these things.
Yes, we do.
These fuckers are clean.
They are clean. Well, I mean, to be fair, they're used and then they're immediately put away in a box to like preserve them because they're expensive and I don't want to break them. But yeah, no, they're pretty clean, I'd say.
It just seeing that, I was like, we're good. We're good at
Yeah.
our things. We're good at it.
Dude, it's interesting because like when they were doing the whole Backstreet shit and they were all doing remote stuff, I think they're fully back in person now,
Yep.
even for Game Grumps, right?
Yep.
Which is good. But when they were doing the fully remote thing, it was so weird that like, I mean, I guess people were there for Danny and Aaron, which they had the following, but it's like some of those video qualities were horrible. Like Danny sounded like shit. His
Yep.
camera was shitty, which was just it baffles me. I'm like, you guys got millions of dollars and like.
You just can't give Danny a nice fucking camera and mic.
I mean, maybe it was the fact that he's not very tech literate, so he doesn't know how to set shit up. But like, You think he's a musician,
right?
You
You
know
would
how to
expect him to know how to
at least
good
record.
sound.
Yeah, at least record like him, like home vocals or
Right.
something. But honestly, I don't know if he does. I think he literally just knows how to sing.
Danny, I love you. but-
Danny, I love you too. Tell us. Hop on our podcast.
right? Come
you
on.
know, like I actually have no idea.
Are you just a good singer?
From what I've
Are you just a sex bang man?
from what I've understood, he only sings. I don't think he does anything production wise apart from maybe like giving notes on like melodies.
I know
and
he
stuff.
plays a little bit of guitar.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what I knew is that he didn't play any instrument.
He played a little bit for one of his earlier bands. I think he played for the Northern Hues, which I fucking hate and love the fact that like Sky Hill, that band that he had with his other friend, the
Peter
last
something.
amazing. I fucking love that entire the entirety of his music on that.
Sure.
I loved, and I wish that he made more music.
Have
like
you
that.
listened? Actually, yeah. Have you listened to the Shadow Academy?
I started, have not gotten too deep into it.
I mean, I haven't listened to any of it apart from his teasers on Instagram. I
You
think
know what? I might listen to that on my way home.
there you go, because that's serious music again.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's what I want to hear him legit sing from the heart, not just about video games and fucking.
I mean, I love his video games and fucking songs.
Yeah.
They're fucking great. But
I want to hear some depth.
yeah, no, I agree. But speaking of on your way home, I think your truck is probably ready. I think the gas smell is probably gone. So
Yeah.
you think it's probably time for you to head your separate way?
Yeah, I think it's time for me to go separate ways. I need to drive through a lot of fucking land.
Yeah, the desert hills of Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be driving through cornfields.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of cornfields to be driving through. Watch out for that lawnmower, though.
That lawnmower.
He's
I
out
almost
there.
had a lawnmower on the way here.
You almost hit a lawnmower on the way here. Well, how about you fucking finish the job and how about you smoke his ass on the way home, okay?
Okay, I can
All
do
right,
that.
yeah.
I'll get the kill confirmed.
Yeah. Make sure. Get his dog tags too.
Okay, I can do
Fuck,
that.
maybe I'll play some Call of Duty tonight. Anyway. I hope you all have a wonderful day and
If you enjoy this, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want, man.
yeah, if you want to hear more about our lives or weird stories or whatever, we got a little special series called Detours over on our Patreon. That's patreon.com/AC on the couch, patreon.com/AC on the couch. It's only $5 a month and you get, that content, you get some behind the scenes stuff, and it's a bit easier to contact us. Not that it's hard.
Not that it's very difficult,
No.
but
But if you love us enough and you want to support us, that'd be fantastic. You can head over there. Otherwise, just engage. Share this video with your friends. Share us with your friends. Like, comment, subscribe, like you said, and
Bye.
have a wonderful night.
Yeah, have a good night. Bye.
See ya.